So I've been asked probably more frequently than ever what kind of cancer I had, what happened, what was my prognosis, what came out of it, what was the result. Well, the result was I didn't die, so that's pretty awesome. But I did just want to kind of take a few minutes to share with you exactly what happened to me and where I am now and where I'm going. So in 2007, I was diagnosed with a type of cancer called osteosarcoma. It's a very aggressive type of sarcoma that develops in the bone, can spread to the lungs, the bloodstream, the lymph nodes, and eventually death if not caught early enough. So with mine, I developed a small nodule, what they call a nodule. It was a golf ball sized lump in my leg. It was causing me dead legs, Charlie horses, a significant amount of pain, but not enough to warrant, chopping my leg off at the moment. So I went to a consultation where they said, take some Motrin, put ice or hot pack on it, and wait 6 months. Wait 6 months? There's a lump in my leg, people. Like, waiting's not an option. Like, no, you wait for your waitress. You wait for the sun to shine. You wait for the rain to stop. You don't wait for a lump to go away. I got news for you that usually doesn't happen. So that wasn't good enough for me. My mom, luckily, she took me seriously. I went to see another surgeon, and he said, well, I can take it out if you want. Again, yes, let's do that. So I had a local surgeon remove the lump. Went back a few weeks later. After much pacing back and forth, he finally came in the room and said, "You have a malignant tumor." Hadn't graduated college yet, but I was smart enough to know that malignant means bad. That means that's not good. That's not a benign tumor. Benign usually means like, it's not going to kill you. Malignant is not good. So, a lot of crying, a lot of the C word, cancer, being spread around. So, lot more crying at the moment. Ugly crying. It's not pretty crying. So we went to Barnes Jewish Hospital in St. Louis, and I met with a team of amazing cancer fighters, oncologists, radiologists, surgeons, plastic surgeons, the whole gamut. Met with them. I had another radical surgery to remove the tumor. I had 18 or 21 metal staples in my leg. So a lot of you know that my favorite horror story monster is Frankenstein. So I was pretty close to home at this point. But I'll show you what kind of happened afterwards. So this is my tumor. I have pants on. But this is my where my tumor was. It starts right here. This is where the original tumor was, but it starts right here where they took it all out, and this is where my metal staples were. And then this right here is a skin graft from my rear end. And that holds my bone and my calf muscle in, because my calf muscle, if you can kind of see this indentation right here, this is where my calf muscle was, but they took it out and they flipped it up into here to protect the bone. So it basically just went whoosh. And then there's the scar goes down to about right here. So I can't feel anything from here up all the way to here. So I call it the Ricky Bobby syndrome. So if I were to stab myself in the leg, probably wouldn't feel it. Not going to try it though, but I'm guessing that's probably what would happen. So shaving is really cool because I can't feel anything. If I have an itch, I can't scratch it. I can feel it, but I can't get to it. Like the sensation is gone. So I just have to kind of like wait for it to go away. So I went through about 18 months of chemotherapy, off and on with having more surgeries because it was developing in my lungs as well. I had an in-home nurse that would come over, and before the skin graft and the muscle flap was there, it was just an empty hole. So I would have a nurse come over and like pack it full of gauze, and then they put basically a suction machine on it that was trying to bring the muscle closer together without having to do surgery. But because I had so much chemotherapy, my immune system was shot. There wasn't really anything that they could do other than do surgery. So I did lose all my hair. I lost, you lose hair in places you don't think you're going to lose, like in your nose. Your nose runs constantly. The hair on your upper lip that you're used to kind of like feeling, Like you don't feel it anymore. You lose hair in your ears, so your ears become more sensitive to sounds and things. Eyelashes and eyebrows. Um, you lose those. You lose obviously your leg hair. You know, everywhere else, your armpits. You lose it pretty everywhere. Um, so that was an adjustment. Um, Fleece hats, especially the ones from Old Navy, are really cool. They're really soft. And then the nylon caps that you get from like a wig store, I used to just wear those around because they would insulate my head. But I had a really good team of doctors that really helped me get through it. I had brachytherapy radiation, which is basically you can't really tell, but there's like some little dots right through here, and then there were some right here as well. And basically, it was tubes that went in my leg here and then out on this side. And then I would go in a room and they would like shoot the radiation down inside there. And that was once a week while I was hospitalized. So, after about 18 months of chemotherapy and radiation, on October 31st, 2008, was my last day of chemo. And my best friends were there. People from my church were there. My husband was there. My parents were there. My mother-in-law was there. We all said a prayer, and it was my last day, and I got to go home. And I haven't gone back since. My cancer was cured. I wasn't supposed to make it through. They gave me a 20% chance of survival rate, and this cancer normally kills people. So the fact that I was able to come out alive just shows my faith in God, shows my family's faith in God, and the power of optimism and positive thinking. I cannot tell you how much positive thinking and optimism goes in to surviving things. Anything. Debt. A divorce. Death. Terminal illness. Losing a baby. Disease. Anything. Positive thinking, guys. That's how you do it. So I go back once a year, and every year I get the all clear that everything's good. As you know, my son is almost 4, so originally I was not supposed to be able to have a baby, but my son is almost 4, so that gives me hope that we can have another one soon. But I really just wanted to share with everybody what happened to me. I get asked a lot, and I normally just give short answers like, oh, I had cancer. Or sometimes I just mess with people and I tell them that I had a shark bite, and that's why I moved to the desert because there's no oceans, which is usually a good one. Apparently that's more believable than having cancer, so I may just keep that one up. But I may do these more often now. I'm in the middle of writing my book called Cancer Bully, and it's about dealing with cancer in your 20s. A lot of people, when they hear cancer, they think you have breast cancer or ovarian cancer or a type of feministic cancer. But truth is, a lot of people are dealing with cancers that don't have cures, or that a lot of people aren't used to, and they send you somewhere else because they can't handle the type of cancer that you have, or they don't know enough about it. So my book is about dealing with a rare type of cancer that a lot of people haven't heard of, the unpopular cancer, and beating it and coming out even stronger. So it's a very sarcastic, kind of assholey way of dealing with cancer. It's not fun. You don't take it lightly, but it's okay to be angry, and it's okay to be mad, and it's okay to not take it seriously sometimes when you're talking about it, because it's shitty. So I'm doing more material is coming to me, so live feeds and things like that are really, really helpful with me to get that out there, and then positive feedback. And if you were with me during that time and you remember some things, please email them to me or text them to me so I can keep track of things. I did block out a lot during that time, so it's hard for me to remember a lot. But So that's pretty much in a nutshell the high level overview of what happened to me and where I am now. So obviously I have hair, um, and it's everywhere again. So, but I hope that this has helped some people kind of understand me a little bit better, understand my situation, and I hope that it helps other people that are going through cancer too. It's not something to hide from. It's really something to empower you. So, um, I know God didn't give this to me. I know that this was something that comes along with having free will and life, but I know that God got me through it, and prayer got me through it, and positive thinking. So whatever you're going through in your life, I encourage you to make it as positive as possible. I know that it's a hard thing to do sometimes, but you've got God on your side, you've got prayer on your side, and you've got me on your side. So I hope this has helped.